going on? This is your old pal CHH. I'm rocking my Welcome to My Nightmare 7577 tour shirt. How about that? Pretty cool, huh? So guys, I wanted to do a video because I've been getting a lot of questions and DMs, as much as like just waking up this morning. There was about 5 or 6 that I saw from just newer people. And I wanted to try to talk about this and kind of like just, you know, the whole situation of the Steelbook collection from Elm Street. Now, it is sold out on Amazon. It is an Amazon exclusive. I want to talk about what was discussed on the live stream. If you missed the other night's live stream, Thursday night's live stream was pretty epic. We actually had somebody from Warner Brothers call into the show and just relayed a lot of vital information for us. So, you know, the standard set is available for pre-order on Amazon, and that is there. You know, it's not like you're not going to be able to enjoy the films this holiday season, Halloween season, to be able to, you know, be able to watch the Elm Street films on 4K. The issue is the Steelbook collection. Now, I'm going to tell you what I think you should, could, or maybe might do, and what could happen based off of what was told to us. And again, please go back to that live stream we just did the other night, and we'll have you could hear it from the horse's mouth, so to speak. But here's the situation. So the Steelbook collection is sold out in America. We know that. That's what it's saying. The word is that it's limited to 4,000. Now, I believe that was verified on the stream. Now, right now, it is saying temporarily out of stock. A lot of people are saying, Christian, I want the Steelbook collection. Should I get this? Should I do Zavvi? What should I do? Now, the Zavvi set, from what I understand, it is probably essentially going to be the UK version of the box set. Now, the difference there is that the set over there is going to have Blu-rays with it. Again, this is something we talked about on that stream. Those Blu-rays are more than likely just going to be the old kind of Blu-rays that came out years ago. I think he even said, do not expect uncut part 1 or 5 on that, or even 3D for the Blu-ray. It'll probably just be, for Freddy's Dead, that is. It'll probably just be the regular old Blu-rays. But the 4K discs in that set, obviously, for the Zavvi set, will be all the new scans, the uncut versions, the 3D glasses for Freddy's Dead, naturally. So you can go that route. That's still, as far as I know, at this moment in time, that is still something you can pre-order on Zavvi. As a matter of fact, I actually have had a number of people say, Christian, I've got it pulled up. Should I just do it? What's the issue there? The issue is you're going to pay somewhere upwards to $70 or $80 more. The reason you're paying that difference is because it does come with Blu-rays. Now, if you're wondering why does that one come with Blu-rays and the American one doesn't, this is, again, something we talked about on that stream. Over in the UK and places like that, physical media is still very much alive and well, and they see the merit in having and Warner Brothers, that is, sees the merit in having those discs in there, because they know that possibly Blu-ray people will want to buy something like that if they're not 4K, because apparently physical media it does a lot better over in the UK than it does in America. So that's the reason they do that. In America, they see physical media as getting more and more niche, so you know, they're not going to go out of their way to put the Blu-rays, much less upscaled versions, basically the same scans with the same information, on the versions that'll be available as the 4K discs. So the question is, what's going to happen with this set? So this is what was talked about. It's up in the air if this thing gets added stock on Amazon. And the reason that was a very interesting reason. One of the things that was talked about on that stream was they purposely did the standard version of the 4K as well as 2 Steelbooks. Now, what was another thing that was of note was they fought, and when I say they, I'm referencing to the guy that was talking to us on the stream as well as the people involved with the Warner Brothers Home Video Division. They knew that the original artwork is something that the collectors want, so they fought to be able to have 2 versions of the Steelbook. The UK version had the hard outer shell box with that old VHS-looking cover on the front, and then the original-looking poster as the Steelbook, and then the American Steelbook here was just the VHS style art. The original poster art when the UK Steelbook sold immediately better than any of the other releases, including in the United States, apparently. Like, most people in the U.S. wanted to get that UK Steelbook, which had the original poster. That was the catalyst for them being able to do the box set and have all the artwork be the original posters on the Steelbooks now. But the problem is, and this is why we might have an issue with this, the problem is they immediately reprinted the UK Steelbook with the hard box and then the cover of the theatrical poster on the Steelbook. They overprinted that, and it's true because if you go on Amazon, you'll see them available in America to be able to get them. And the worry is they may have cold feet to reprint it, the Steelbook set. Now, the other thing to keep in mind is he said that they may be doing what Paramount does, which is waiting about 8 months to a year to then reissue a collector set, like the way they do with The Crow on Steelbook and other movies like that. Paramount waits a year and then they bring it back. So the problem is with a lot of people, it's like, what do? I really wanted the Steelbook set. I didn't pre-order it from Amazon because I didn't see it. What do I do? And it really depends on how bad do you want it, or is it more important that you're able to enjoy the films this season for Halloween? Because I think a lot of us want to watch the movies for Halloween. I think if time is valuable to you and you want it now, your best bet, I'm not recommending necessarily that everybody just goes ahead and orders the Zavvi one and gets the one with the Blu-rays. It should look identical. The only thing that might be different is if the logo is on top, apparently, of the box or not. That's going to be different per region. But if time is that valuable to you and you're willing to spend the extra $70 or so, then the Zavvi set's a safe way to go. I think they don't even charge till it ships anyway. So you might be all right to go ahead and pre-order that. And then if for some reason the Amazon one comes back in stock and Warner Brothers is like, okay, let's do 1,000 more. Let's add 1,000 more. Then you can cancel it and then go straight to Amazon. So it's really... It's a strange position for some of these people to be in. I get it, and people are bummed out because they didn't pre-order the Amazon one, but you still have a little bit of time. If time is valuable to you, if time is money to you, and you're like, well, I want it now, quite frankly, Christian, I don't want to wait a year, then the Zavvi set may not be the end of the world. You know, you can get that one. You have to pay for the Blu-rays. And, you could try to sell your old Blu-ray set, maybe get $10 for it, but you could, put that towards the difference. But the reality is, guys, I wish I could have a black and white yes or no answer. But even talking to, people behind the scenes at WB, they can't even say, oh, this is what's going to happen. It's up in the air. It's people above them that got to make that decision. What I can say is if I am able to find something out about this, I will let you know. But for God's sakes, do me a favor. For the people that want the Steelbook set, once a day, when you wake up in the morning and when you go to bed at night, just check Amazon and look at it. See if it's back in stock. If I see it gets back in stock, I'll definitely let you guys know. But, we'll see what happens. The reality is they may make more, they may not. They might have gotten really cold feet from that standard collection that they did, or for the Part 1 4K Steelbook that they did overseas with the original poster art. They overprinted them, apparently, and now they're just like, oh, well, I guess we shouldn't reprint stuff. So it's a really interesting situation we're in right now. So that's my suggestion. Check Amazon. If time is money to you and you don't want to have to risk waiting possibly a year or never, the Zavvi listing, you could still pre-order that. So I wish it was a black and white answer, guys, but I wanted to do this video to answer everybody that's been asking me about this and what they should do or if they're coming back in stock. Who knows, guys? I'll keep you posted, but keep your options open and do not go on eBay. Do not and pay these $400 or $500 prices these people are trying to already ask. People are already trying to sell their box set for exorbitant prices on eBay when they get them. Don't do that. So that's it, guys. I'll try to update this if I get more information soon, but that's it for now. God bless you guys. Sorry it's not a yes or no answer, but I did my best. Thank you, guys. Giant thank you to all of my Patreon supporters. Without you guys, this would not be possible. To get behind-the-scenes photos, videos, music, private live streams, and much more, you can subscribe to my Patreon for as little as $1 a month. Thank you to my patrons.